Last year, Cincinnati proposed to the NFL that we should have every single Black Friday game be Steelers versus Bengals. We proposed it. We put it in writing, and the NFL rejected us. And instead, they wanted to put Aaron Rodgers versus Tua Tagovailoa. Week 11, this is the game. And obviously, in our circumstance, Week 11 was also the week that we played the Ravens, and we lost Joe Burrow. Now, if we were playing the Steelers, we might not have lost Joe Burrow, Clowney obviously sacking Joe, putting all the pressure on the left wrist is what caused the injury to happen and what caused the tear to happen. I'm not saying it's Clowney's fault. I'm saying, but that's, what just happened. If we were playing the Steelers, maybe it wouldn't happen, but even then, going into that game, that Black Friday game, Joe would have been 100% healthy. He would have been ready to go, no problem. So, it would have been a lot better of a game if it was Steelers versus Bengals in Week 11 on that Black Friday game than this game right here. This game was so bad, and again, they wanted it to be Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, it wasn't. It was Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle versus Tua Tagovailoa here. Tim Boyle was so bad, he threw a Hail Mary for halftime, and it ended up becoming a pick six. Okay? This was horrendous. So, again, NFL. We should honestly propose the same exact thing again to them. Just say, hey, listen, we understand you guys said no last year, right? And you paid the price. You got yourself a crappy game between the Dolphins and the Jets. But, you already know if Joe's healthy, which he's going to be this season, and he plays the Steelers got better. They got two quarterbacks now because, what's better than one? Get two. They have a better defense, a better offensive line. They actually really progressed the offensive line this offseason. So, what's better? The Steelers-Bengals game is going to be good. You don't have to worry about that game being bad. Black Friday. Give us Black Friday. Why not? There's no reason why the NFL should gamble again, take another shot, and go for another team when we already suggested a great team to go with. Steelers versus Bengals. And then you don't have to worry about this crap happening where you play the Dolphins and the Jets and it's a crap game. Because that's the one thing that really sucks, and I do feel bad for the NFL for this, is that primetime games, they make the schedule before the season, right? And obviously they can flex, primetime games in and out dependingly. But they make it before the season starts. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of teams that you go into the season thinking they're going to be so good, so amazing. This is their year. This is like Aaron Rodgers for the Jets, for example, right? And it goes belly up. A lot of teams go belly up. The Broncos, a couple years ago, when they got Russell Wilson, they were said to be the best team possible. They got Russell Wilson, they got Courtland Sutton, they got Jerry Jeudy, they got everything. And they went belly up. The Chargers, a couple years ago, same concept. Obviously, with the Jets, it's more Aaron just got hurt. But nonetheless, though, this is so unpredictable. This is why the NFL is so awesome, but it's so unpredictable. There's nothing unpredictable about a Steelers versus Bengals game. We hate them. They hate us. It's very simple, right? You're going to get a good game no matter what. And now, even if you want to make the argument, well, Joe won't last the whole entire season. Jake Browning is good enough to win. And he could put a good show out there. Last year, he didn't look too great in the first Steelers game. He barely played any football. He played a half versus the Ravens, and that was pretty much it, right? These games and coming back in these games, even the Chiefs game for the 90% of the game, we were only down by 8 points, and if we would have kicked that field goal, who knows what that would have went, right? So, at the end of the day, come on, NFL. Make the right decision. Give us the Black Friday game. Steelers, Bengals. We'll do it for the next, 10, 15, 20 years. That means, and the reason why I want this also is not just because I feel like it'd be cool to have a Black Friday game. It's also because if we could do this every year in Paycor Stadium, think about the advertisements Paycor Stadium would get, the money Paycor Stadium would make from this. This is even more than the NFL. I'm looking at this in an aspect of what Paycor Stadium could get. And then that would make it a little bit easier with the lease coming up, right? Because more money, more revenue. Mike Brown, please work with the county here. We don't want to have to pay, taxpayers don't want to have to pay all the money. So, that's what I'm trying to say, right? I'm thinking about this more long-term of Paycor Stadium and the city of Cincinnati, more than just, an NFL game. But it would also be cool to have an NFL game like that. So, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.